So I started taking a linguistics class called Language in a Multicultural USA. Interesting title. It's definitely that, I will say. I'm starting to really like this class. It's making me notice things about how I speak and how others speak, and it's a little uncomfortable, I guess. My voice, it's something I've always kind of struggled with. Why does it sound that way? And can I change it? Can it please sound different? I don't think it's smart for me to want to craft this perfect sounding voice. You know, it's a strange topic. I think for a regular day person, you shouldn't. You should be authentic. But, as an actor, I feel like every day is about my voice. It's about my breath. It's about how people see me speaking and communicating with sound. And so to not be self-conscious about it would be kind of a backwards idea. And it's one of the many, many things that acting teachers don't talk about, honestly. They do like to say things like, you should focus on pitch and intonation to, make new choices. It might be interesting to go up and pitch in this question you're asking somebody, or go down and pitch to make it more comedic, or whatever the context is. However, when it comes to just a regular statement, they probably won't say, hey, your voice sounds really annoying there. You should change it. You should change it permanently. They won't say anything about that, most likely, because they think it's you, and they think, that's what an actor brings to the table. It's themselves, is what they have, lived with their entire lives, what they truly are. However, if you notice, certain actors, their voices have changed in tremendous ways. And I'm not even talking about, child actors who obviously their voices have changed from, being on Disney Channel to starring in an Oscar-nominated film. But regular actors from one adult film to the next, like a 10-year jump, you can hear that they sound different. Media and the internet has kind of shaped people's perception of how someone should sound into something, that isn't authentic. And it's honestly kind of scary. And you notice every single detail about what someone sounds like. That, this person, they might start to say stereotypical awful things about someone. They sound gay. They sound like a girl. They sound manly. They sound uneducated. They sound scared. They sound weak. They sound too loud. And all these things keep you thinking. And, it's kind of impossible at that point to be at base level and to be okay with the way you sound without any influence. I don't think that's possible. I don't think it's possible, especially in America, to not be influenced by the way others speak and to fear the way you're speaking is incorrect. And that isn't even touching vocabulary, Oh, this person sounds uneducated, or they sound stupid, or they sound like a know-it-all, And it's odd because the voice is something very personal. Unless you're a doctor or whatever, I don't think anyone's looking into your vocal cords, vocal folds anytime soon. Everyone in the world thinks they're an expert on these things. They probably don't know that much about. They haven't taken any classes on, they don't have a degree on. They think, this person sounds odd, and I hate it. You know what? Biases do that sort of thing. Or the people they talk to does that sort of thing. and I'm not sure what we should accept and what we shouldn't accept. Or if I should say, what if we just all loved each other? That is so lame and cheesy and, not the right way to look at things, I don't think. It's not all that easy to just say, what if we accepted everyone? We'd have to, start over. We'd have to start over completely, and even then, I don't think it's possible. I think it's okay to be self-conscious, but it's one thing to, let it rule your life, and it's another to notice, hey, I do this thing. How do I feel about it? Because a lot of people say it's just a thought, but maybe it's a thought you should pay attention to, or maybe it's a thought you should throw away. But you should also just notice how you feel about things. You throw away all your feelings about yourself, what is left at that point? I think it's okay to be selfish about how you sound. It's your voice, it's your anatomy, it's your mouth, It's not anybody else's. I don't care who you're around, who influences you. It's your body. Yeah, I probably do sound like a 5-year-old boy or whatever, but I don't know, maybe I will try and rearrange my tone, my intonation, my pitch, and, try and develop this deeper sounding voice, or I'll go a step in the other direction and start sounding even younger, I don't know. It's just a feeling that I have that I wanted to share. So yeah.